Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Wednesday night, so you know what that means. That means a little bit of AEW Dynamite here at the Wrestling for Life Network. It's going to be a fun one, folks. A stacked night for Grand Slam. So much to talk about, so much to get into. So click all those buttons, like, share, subscribe. Be a part of all the fun. We got lots and lots and lots to get into. It's going to be a good one, folks. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks. Grab your feel good and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We're live back at it again, folks. Happy hump day to everyone out there. I hope you are doing well. The weekly dose of hopium is back as we jump into AEW Dynamite. It's going to be a fun one. It's Grand Slam. So much intrigue, so much to figure out with this card. Will the champ be defending his title? Will he be ready for it? Will Moxley take over that number one contender spot? What will happen with the tag champs? And so much more here tonight, folks. So make sure you get in that chat, like I said. I hope everybody is happy, healthy, and safe, and your week is going well. Remember, Friday Junior tomorrow, Friday right there. The weekend is almost upon us, but before we get there, we're going to get into some wrestling tonight. What are you looking forward to? What are you excited about? What do you expect to happen tonight? We're going to get into all of that, but for the next couple hours, you will be strapped in with Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and it's a pleasure to be back with everybody. Once again, I see that chat already filling up, and I see a lot of people jumping in. So remember, we want to see triple digits in this chat. Maybe we can get greedy and get up to 150, 200. It is Grand Slam after all, folks. So make sure you get in there. Be a friend, tell a friend, drop that link, click that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We are grinding towards 6K and beyond. So the channel is moving fast, and it continues to grow, and we owe a huge thank you to everybody out there. But with all that being said, it is a Grand Slam kind of night. What is on tap for us? Well, the big talking point, a dream match for some or a legacy match for some, depending on how you look at it. McGuinness has called out Danielson. Not a lot of build to this, but years in the making. Will Danielson answer the bell? I imagine he's going to. I just don't know what it's going to look like. Will this be a one-off? Will this somehow lead to something else? We don't know. We don't know how Danielson is. We haven't heard from Danielson. I don't know what the reports are out there, but we're still just speculating. And even if he can get in the ring, what condition is he going to be in as we get into that match tonight? So a lot of intrigue, a lot of questions with this one. Then we're also going to get Darby and Moxley. Of course, Darby was supposed to fight Danielson. Danielson now might fight Nigel. Moxley wants that number one contender spot. Of course, we know about all the nuances and the new vibe that Moxley's bringing. Got a new faction, a new group, including Marina and what used to be the BCC. We're not quite sure what's happening with Yuta yet, but I'm sure we'll get some answers as we go forward. Tag champs are defending their titles tonight. This should be interesting. We got Ospreay and Fletcher. I know a lot of people feel like this match is just to set up Ospreay and Fletcher again, or somehow the Don Callis family turning even harder on Ospreay. We know Takeshita isn't quite happy about this arrangement, so we will find out. But we're also going to hear from Prince Nana about Swerve Strickland. That should be interesting. Mariah May taking on Yuka Sakazaki. So that's going to be a fun one. We'll see what that match leads to. And this one, very interesting. Not only is it a lumberjack match, it's going to be a strap match. So what do you think? We wanted this match. I wanted this match. I don't want to speak on your behalf, but I will get to your opinions in a second. But I wanted this match. We're getting this match. I didn't expect it to be the match we're getting, though. I mean, it's very intriguing, the fact that it's a lumberjack strap match all in one. So we're going to strap these two men together, and we're going to have lumberjacks. So hold on tight. I know there's some really big Jeff Jarrett fans in our chat, so I know you're going to be excited about whatever happens. I like it. It's a little more serious from Jarrett. Adam Page has been doing good things in a lot of ways. I want to give the man a chance. So this one should be a fun one. And I will take a second to remind everybody, you can still get your F. Dave Meltzer shirts. Support two causes. The anti-Uncle Dave sentiment is out there. Plus, we have all our money, all our proceeds, all the profit going to literacy. So make sure Nick got his. They look sharp, good quality shirts. Get your merch today. But don't forget, like, share, subscribe. But I will say hello to the people in a moment. We got lots to unfold tonight. Still on that pending media rights deal. We don't know what's going on with that. Apparently imminent, so we're waiting to see. But a lot of talk going around the internet today. Of course, the Vince McMahon documentary dropped as well. I got a chance to watch it. I've seen all 6 episodes. I'll be honest, we will be back tomorrow, twice tomorrow. If you're a fan of this channel, if you're a fan of the shows we do, we are back tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where we're going to give you a 2-part review of the Vince McMahon documentary and how that all played out. I will be honest, I was a little underwhelmed with all of it. A lot of the interviews, a lot of the content was a little bit dated. And if you have been a fan of wrestling for quite a while, nothing really groundbreaking came out of this, but we will dive deeper into that tomorrow. But without further ado, let's say hello to you. Kevin, welcome back. First one in the chat tonight. Hope you are doing well. Big shout out to Big Nick and Ringsider Anthony. They will be back with us tomorrow, at least once. So we will be here for that. Rocco, welcome back. So now I heard Sammy G wants to be Sammy 2 belts. So he is calling out Okada. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. It's a good point. It's a good question. But at the end of the day, I don't really know where this came from. Sammy becomes tag champs with Dusty. So you think you'd see Sammy in more tag matches. As it turns out, not the case. So, yeah, I mean, Sammy's going to go after Okada. Is Sammy babyface enough? I don't know. Like, Sammy's been an interesting character in and out of the lineup here for AEW. So it's very intriguing on how that one's going to look, how that one's going to play out. But, yeah, we are definitely getting a higher dose of Sammy Guevara as of late. C Money, good to see you. Welcome back, sir. Looking forward to Danielson versus McGuinness if Brian is cleared. Well, here's the thing. Like, we're all excited about this match. The idea of this match on paper, you know, again, if you're a Ring of Honor fan, if you're a bit of a wrestling nostalgia fan, this, you know, kind of feels like 14 years in the making or whatever it's been. So it's exciting, but I feel like there wasn't enough build to it. And I know people are going to be mad that I say this, but realistically, if you were running this kind of this program for a month, you know, a little whiles out, even before, you know, Nigel came back in the Battle Royal, you had an opportunity for Nigel to keep needling, have some more interaction. But this entire build has been Danielson's on the shelf, and then Nigel called him out. So does Danielson show up? And if he does show up and fights, what does it mean? Is he going to be weakened? Is the match going to go ahead? A lot of question marks with this one. And again, I'm still a little, you know, confused, perplexed. You pick the word. I don't know what you want to call it. But I am a little, you know, surprised that Darby lost his title match, at least temporarily. Yes, I was. Good to see you, Brandon. Eric, welcome back. Grand Slam night, and at least we won't have to deal with the learning tree. Yeah, I noticed a couple comments about the learning tree. I am pumped. We will be here Saturday night, though, and the learning tree is in a trios match, of course, against the conglomeration. So we will be here for that one on Saturday, including a Lucha trios match and a bunch of other stuff. So that should be interesting. We will talk about that as well. But, yeah, I mean, again, any Wednesday now, just because he is not on the card doesn't mean we're not going to see him. Just because he's not in a match or something, Jericho finds really interesting ways to get himself involved in all of these little stories. And he seems like he cannot just stay the F away from TV for a week or two. It's depressing. It makes me sad. I hate picking on the guy. That's a lie. I really actually like picking on him. But I really wish he would just stay the hell away for a little bit. He won't, but I wish he would. I really wish he would. Right now, I think the storyline between him and Orange Cassidy, one of the weakest storylines in all of wrestling, one of the most stale. I don't know how, like, anybody out there pumped that Jericho and Orange Cassidy are feuding right now? Anybody excited about it? Anybody like, this is really good shit? So again, not to belabor the point, we do start every Wednesday with hope. We're very hopeful the show is good. We're very hopeful that the show makes sense. We're hopeful the booking makes sense. We hope it all comes together. There's no production glitches or botches. We just want a really good Dynamite. I would argue now that we're in September, there's only been a handful of what I would call really good Dynamites in 2024. I know some people are going to argue with me, oh, it's been killing it. But let's be honest, it hasn't been the strongest 2024 for the weekly Wednesday night show. It's sad, but it is true. Hopes. What else we got going on? Looking forward to Double J. Yes, Damien, the leader of the Hopium tribe. Welcome back, sir. Happy to see you as always. I'm glad you're looking forward to this one. I will be honest. I am looking forward to this. I don't know if a strap, like, again, I mean, I would love to see more just straight up one-on-one quality wrestling matches without a bunch of stipulations. This amplified quick. You went from not really being rivals to like in a double stipulation match. So that's just being a little picky. I think it's going to be a fun match. I like Jeff Jarrett. I would rather him do serious things than kind of what we've seen with like Sanjay and the Giant and kind of not, running around with Leatherface. This at least is something heated. It's got a little bit of fire to it. So I'm good with that. There you go. Chris, welcome back. Good to see you. Scotty, how you doing? How you doing? And the ghost of Nick and Anthony. There you go. Solo Wednesdays. I can't talk people into doing this show with me, folks. Help me. Help me. There you go. All the flames. Good to see you, David. Kyle's with us. Richard, I see you. Daniel, Barry, Sports Highlights. Welcome back. Good to see you. MDB, the knee pad patrol on the loose on Wednesdays. And if ever there was a knee pad patrol needed, it may be Wednesdays. Danielson versus McGinnis is non-title. True. For now. But yes, it is non-title. What's up, Kev? Got you. Who else is in here? Dawn is back with us. How you doing? Thank you for joining us again. Dale, I see ya. Welcome. Steve Money, I think I said hello to you, but I can't remember. How you doing, Dynamite Wednesday? Let's go. Bradley, welcome back, former prediction champion. Hello, everyone. Can't wait for the review tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Like I said, we're going to be here twice tomorrow, so make sure you click that little bell. You never know when we're going to pop up, folks. Not tonight, Paul. But welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Kira, welcome back. Wrestling Proud 87. How are you? Always a pleasure. I feel like Grand Slam is All Elite Wrestling's version of Clash of the Champions. A little bit. I mean, again, it's an elevated weekly show, so it's not your standard weekly show. AEW's been in this crazy run where you go all in, all out, Grand Slam, Wrestle Dream, all within like, 6, 7, 8 weeks. Like, it's been a quick run, quick succession of big events. And I mean, varying degrees of success. I hope Grand Slam's fun tonight. I really, really want it to deliver. It's got a shit ton on paper. We'll see what that happens. Any updates on Anthony? He's doing good. Maybe specifics on that one. Jason, welcome back. I think we hear here comes the money. The contract says McMahon. It says Shane McMahon. Does Shane show up tonight? I wouldn't bring Shane in, as I am getting started the show, folks. As always, I will get to your comments. Do not forget the super chat, the super stickers, as we are opening Dynamite tonight with Nigel. Let's go. All right. Nigel in his gear. He's looking for a fight. Crazy. It is nostalgic to see Nigel. And again, I'm happy that he's in a healthy enough place that he could do this. For the longest time, we never thought his neck would allow him to do it again. So, hey, Spaz, thank you so much for the super chat. Be like Spaz, support the channel, make sure your chat stands out. It's your way to guarantee we click on you. It's Wednesday, you know what that means. Let's all take a deep breath and enjoy AEW Bland Sham. Wow, CJJ claiming Netflix releasing the Vince doc is Dynamite counter programming. We did laugh about that last night or Monday. We were like, where should we put this out? We're like, put it out on Wednesday. Nothing's going on. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're going to choose to watch Vince, or if you're going to choose to watch football, if you're going to choose to watch the dog show, or somebody was saying that Dynamite's going to be up against Caitlin Clark's playoff debut. If you're a true wrestling fan, if you're a diehard AEW fan, it doesn't matter what's on TV. The Pope could be doing a speech. It don't matter. You want to see Dynamite. So all these excuses, our fan base was distracted. Well, they shouldn't be. They really shouldn't be. But here comes Daniel Bryan. Maybe. We got his music. What do you think, folks? What do you think? Okay, we're getting nothing. We're getting nothing. Interesting. Okay. Lumberjack strap matches on Collision. There you go. I botched already. I thought that was tonight. Why would that be on Collision? Damn it. I was looking forward to that match, Scott. Thank you. WrestleTix has 8,000 plus tickets distributed. Wasn't it barely 6,000 just a few days ago? I hadn't checked the stats, Joe, but if they got 8,000 in the building tonight, good for them. That's congratulations. Last week's AEW show was maybe the worst they had. Last week was not good. Not good. Again, people can fight with me about it, other than calling me stupid or old or ugly or whatever else they come up with. If you don't have a legitimate claim, as now we are getting a 10 count. So I'm assuming Brian's going to show up at 9. Grand Scam. That's not very nice. What's up, Sappit? Dale the OG. Happy birthday to Mega. Let's go. Let's see if we get any fireworks. Now we got more music. Happy birthday to you. And we got the final countdown. Oh, let's see what they did there. So we're definitely getting Brian now if you paid for the music. Todd, hope you're doing well, sir. Thank you. Thoughts on the Vince series? We will talk about that twice tomorrow. We're going to do a 2-part review tomorrow. And my overall thoughts right now was meh. And I'll give you a comment as soon as we get to a commercial or something. There's something that's kind of irking me. But Daniel Bryan is in the house. Or Bryan Danielson. Call him what you want. But let's go, folks. It looks like we're getting a match. He looks pretty good. He doesn't look labored. Happy Wednesday, Todd. Happy Brendan Judan Paquette. Any relation to Moxley Paquette? Deanna is coming for Mariah May and AEW Women's Championship. That might be true, Damian, but they just painted Deanna as a heel. Mariah May is definitely a heel. Do you see my dilemma? Not working. Brian versus Nigel could be epic, filled with promos, etc. Yeah, the build could have been outstanding, like vengeful and digging into the past. Some really good promos. Brian's great on the mic. Nigel's great on the mic. I feel like that was a missed opportunity with this. And that's not AEW hate. That's literally going like, I really like what you're doing. Can we just get a little bit of more? Right? Like, that's all we're asking for, kid, and welcome back. But that's my issue here is I like this. I love that we're getting this. I just want to anticipate it a little more. I want a little more excitement behind it. And again, it's still make it make sense. If Brian was incapacitated to the point that he couldn't defend his title, then why is Darby fighting Moxley and Danielson still fighting Nigel? If Danielson's able to show up and wrestle, that should be Darby's match. Stop me if I'm wrong. But ding, 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 ding. Here we go. Folks. Who are you taking in this one? Interesting. It's happening. What a great rival. Is that JR? Is that JR? Dun, 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 dun. European uppercut to kick this one off. Nigel playing to the crowd. Crowd's got good energy in NYC tonight. I swear to God, I'm going to try and get to all these comments. Jason, I see you. Bradley, I got you. Wrestling Proud, I got you. Chair, welcome back. MDB. Scott, always a pleasure. Shane, I still don't believe it, but I've been asking for it. If you do a Shane McMahon showing up in AEW properly, it's money, right? Not to be cliche, but here comes the money. Dennis, good to see you. Chris, I gotcha. Kevin, always good. Mario, new name, I believe. Oh my God, KJ, what if Nana talks in the ring about Swerve's update and the lights go out and someone in the hoodie attacks Nana? Oh my God, it's the Hurt Syndicate. Again, it's Grand Slam. How grand you want to go? I'm not convinced that the Hurt Syndicate or members of the Hurt Syndicate are going to end up in AEW, but with all the press lately and all the good press for your competition, I mean, Tony's got to strike some iron here. I got to finish it. I got through 2 episodes. I banged out 6 today. So, yeah, thank God I'm my boss. Vince Doc is a nothing burger. The issue is they oversold it as to the controversy of Vince. And it basically was like a really nice book report on the history of WWE. And then, oh, by the way, he was a creep. Like, I wanted more. I wanted more details about him, the behind the scenes him, more opinion, more vibes. Like, again, you painted it as it was like, we're going to get into this. It's Mr. McMahon. They could have called the docuseries, WWE, whatever. All right. Another super chat. The building is claustrophobic and how close they cams are. Pause. How big the Tron, how short the ramp, close to 3,000 less people than Grand Slam 2023. Again, I agree with that. Thank you so much for the super chat. I like that it's bright, though. It's not as dark as usual, and I'm happy that they got a decent crowd. So I'll take it as a W. But Danielson off and rolling here, back and forth. Got the wrist lock. Robert, good to see you. Welcome back. I think I said hello to Kira already. The guy looks like Desmond Wolfe. He does, doesn't he? Funny how that goes. Just Joe, good to see you, sir. No contest. It's AEW. True. You'd like to think the world champion would beat a guy that just came off the bench, right? Like, I know they have history. We can have a fun match. We can have a good match. But Danielson's your world champion. Nigel's been on the bench for years. Danielson should win this. As he claps Nigel in the chest. McGinnis just smiles. JR is back. Okay, I didn't hear things. I like it. Chris Moore, welcome back. Do we you're going to get your head kicked in chant? Do we get you're going to get your head kicked in chant? Maybe. JR is back. I like it. What if during Nana's speech? Got that one, Mario. Welcome. Art King, good to see ya. Bowman's AI Insight. No contest. There we go. What is the chat saying right now? 89% Danielson makes sense to me. I will take your word for it, folks. I agree with that. Danielson should convincingly win this. As he kicks Nigel. Nigel grabbing the twig and berries. Is Nigel selling the junk? Okay. Good to see you, Kareem. Welcome, ABJ. Gilly. Tony Khan is lazy. As a wrestling mark, you're supposed to know about the battles between Danielson and McGinnis in Ring of Honor 20 years ago and accept them. The match that builds itself. Yeah, you're right with the first part of that sentence, Gilly. It is a bit lazy. And again, it's like, it's no different than like, when the Rolling Stones or fucking pick a band, Guns N' Roses, or someone like, even though we know the history of a band, like your favorite artist is going back on tour, they still hype it up. They still sell it. They promote it. They market it because you want to bring up that nostalgia. Plus, you want to grab new fans. Like, you want fans going, what is this? Why is this happening? and you want to pull them into it. And I think that they didn't do, like, the fact that this match is just kind of opening the show tonight, I think it could have been better. I feel like it could have been better. Boston, there you go. It's okay to hate AEW MDB, but you don't dare not like something on WWE. That's an interesting take. You're right, KJ. It should be Darby right now. It should be. Should be. Anthony's in the chat. How you doing, sir? This show should be 2 out of 3 series. This should be this rivalry. Well, we don't know, and we don't know when Brian's retiring. Brian falls out of the ring, grabs his wrist. That was interesting. He left Taz hanging. He should be counted out, technically. The music stopped the count. The final countdown. Do. The final countdown. We got it. Mega, good to see you. Michael Spikes, good to see you. I won't believe the Shane thing till I see it. I really don't think it's happening. It will be a big pop if it does, though. Danielson, Bryanson. There you go. I like it. Love this comment. I think Wrestling for Life community, I'm happy that this is a safe space for talking here and still getting harassment at Twitter because impro the Judgment Day, or I'm pro the Judgment Day and Live and Dom. It's the Wrestling Utopia. As long as you keep it respectful, we are welcoming all opinions. You don't have to agree with us. We don't agree with each other. Just keep it respectful. And this is how this is where a healthy, happy IWC is reborn here at the Wrestling for Life Network. I like what Big Nick said about Brian possibly costing Moxley the match against Darby. Interesting. I don't think that's the way they're going to go with it. But Danielson does have some revenge to get, which to me would be like, don't have the Nigel match, and then it gets overshadowed by whatever Danielson does later. Is this this is Grand Slam? This is Grand Slam. Just enjoy the wrestling. No, won't do it. Won't do it, Robert. Tell the wrestling to make it good. I'm not going to bring you dinner until you don't eat it and like it, whether it's shit or not. Stop. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you, buddy. Brother Fluff Salisbury, I feel like it's been a while. Welcome back, sir. Dina, Shane O'Mac, baby. Let's go. I want it. It would be chaos if it was. Right, chilling. I'm going to get let's go. Join me. Let's go. Caitlin Clark over AEW. Close. I thought it would close, maybe, yeah. But again, it wasn't hyped as the biggest deal, right? Like, so that's a bit of my issue. I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, but after the Netflix documentary, if there was a perfect opportunity to introduce Shane tonight, yeah, you're not wrong. Shane comes off as a complete babyface, comes off as a really good guy. People spoke well of Shane, a guy that poured his heart into it, and all he wanted was love, respect, and affection from his dad. To me, that was one of the best parts of the whole documentary was Shane. He was so genuine. He was honest. When he didn't like something, he said it. And then in addition to that, you know, he's a guy that just wanted respect from his father. And I know a lot of us out there can relate to that. World's End, true. I think I said hello to Chair. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Starter Jesus, may the blood be with you, sir. I hope you're on that good tonight, and I know you are. Yeah, I see your comment. See, Money, I did think that, but I didn't point it out. We're just enjoying the wrestling. Capone, good to see you. Anthony Slate, good to see you. Appreciate the love. Appreciate it. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend. You got any wrestling fans out there, let them know about us. We rock and roll almost 7 nights a week, every week. Shane will show up at the end. I'm good. This shit is mid. I will be honest. I'm a little bit bored. We'll see. It's been a very slow match. Well, we're getting the big kicks to the chest. Oh, a little bit of an audio bump. Back. I feel like if Shane O'Mac does debut tonight, it would be following the mock. Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to do a Shane, like, holy shit, maybe it's just literally like Shane on the screen, like, hi. I mean, do make it a cliffhanger, right? Like, that's one thing I wish I could help Tony Khan with is how to make things perpetually interesting. Like, how do you bring people back next week? How do you create things like anticipation? And I would love to help him, but I know there's millions of people out there that could help this guy because, again, he just throws. He has, oh, wow, look at this. Look at this. Holy shit. You ever seen that before? Robert saying World's End. I don't think Shane's ever coming, guys, but who knows? If your champion is opening the show, something to warrant it. I think the main event's going to be the tag titles or Moxley Darby. Nigel's rusty, but I feel like Danielson's not the Danielson of old. I don't know. It's not bad though. Not bad. I not bad. A lot of technical. Slams that hand down. Danielson still favoring that wrist/hand. Good night, jabroni. What's up, JV? Dude. Can I make an announcement? Oh, Byron, can you? I'm not even watching. Help that. This match could have been an email, but damn. The crowd's pretty quiet. Oh, Danielson goes down. Good evening, Brandon. They need to turn up the lights. It's brighter than usual. Usually it's real dark on Dynamite. Danielson up and over. Now, Nigel is moving quite slow as anticipated. Nigel doing the springboard, clothesline. And it gets all one count. All one count. All one count. The crowd's cheering. Crowd's cheering. All right. I feel like I'm ready to just keep rolling down instead of up. Let's try. Shane is backstage. Dave, I'll believe it when I see it, my guy. I'll believe it when I see it. Thumb to the eye and another clothesline by Nigel. Going for another pin. Gets a 2 on this one. Gets a 2 on this one. I'm disappointed in this match. It's funny, Thomas, that we talked about this. Nick and I talked about this, I think, last night, where sometimes, like, where people are like, we want the Undertaker and Sting, or we want, sometimes the comeback isn't always as good as the OG, right? So I mean, it's very slow, very slow. Just give me MJF already. MJF apparently taking time off. Swerve taking time off. You're relying, if you look at the booking for last week and this week, and going in further with certain guys out, you're relying on like the Bucks, Jericho, OC. You know, Osprey's been used a lot. That's good. Now we're getting shitty elbows by Nigel. These are fucking terrible. This is... Even JR just said it. He's doing the best he can. Those are shitty elbows, bro. Nice cutter, though. 2. Nice cutter, nice cutter. Shitty slap, shitty elbows. It's like he has no oomph in them or doesn't know how to time them anymore. That's funny. KJ, wonderful point about the cliffhanger. Do you remember when Kenny Omega won the AEW title for the first time and he announced he was going to TNA and how the world react? Exactly. You have things nowadays and there's no reason, there's no excuse for it because of the way social media is, because you got assholes like Meltzer in your back pocket. You can leave open-ended questions at the end of a show or at the end of a segment and then let the dirt sheets run wild. Let the IWC fantasy book in their head. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Again, when it's just show to show, segment to segment, you know, You got to pull us along. The to be continued. What will happen? Tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. You need that kind of vibe. Very slow match. More elbows. Now we're getting yes chance. Brian's elbows look better than Nigel's, but is anybody jazzed about this match? Yeah. Maybe this shouldn't open the show. I love that JR's here. What I do like about JR is JR accidentally gets too honest and he says things, and if you pay attention, you understand what he actually means. That's my favorite part of old JR nowadays in AEW, is he'll say things like, I've never seen that before, which means, the fuck are you doing? KJ, what AEW title do you think will change hands tonight in your opinion? Tag titles aren't changing. What other title could change? Darby could lose his title shot. What other fucking to do title? That one. Mariah May's not losing. That's not a title. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going with nobody. No title changes. How many guys are calling this match? What they should do is when JR goes on, Excalibur and or Tony, fuck off. If I was running this, Excalibur come hang out in Gorilla. Let JR do his thing. We don't need 4 people. Big clothesline. Nigel's offense consists of clotheslines as we get another clothesline for a 2 count. Out of all the wrestling I bought Daniel Bryan and New Day merch, and now they're stale. I hate it. Remember the good times, MDB. Remember the good times. That's what it's all about. Okay. They couldn't find a better opponent than Nigel for Danielson on this Grand Slam. It does nothing for me. Danielson Darby was perfect for the title. Perfect. You fucking wedged this in. You shoehorned Nigel with no build, no nothing. You open Grand Slam, and it's been, and again, you guys can say I'm being a hater. You guys can say I'm being critical. Not you, Boston. I know you get it. But watch the crowd in the building. Go back to Monday. Go back to Friday and watch the crowd during the matches that matter. They're fucking screaming. They're standing. They're jumping. They're hooting. They're hollering. What is happening right now in that building? Quiet observation. In other news, my pizza's almost done. Ding! All right, let's go. Wrestle Dream is in 2 weeks. Yeah, ish. Early October. We got the LaBelle lock, by the way. And he tapped. Well, that was fucking boring. October 12th, yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Danielson gets the W in a very lackluster, boring, flat match. That wasn't exciting at all. That's not good. Technical companies in this technical matches in this company get over. I'll be honest, Chair. I feel like in AEW, they're quiet for the technical matches. Most AEW fans seem like they're looking for high spots and table spots. Oh, and here comes Christian Cage. Cash in. Let's go. Here comes the patriarchy. What do you think, folks? Nigel said thank you. Yep. What was the point? Nostalgia. Just 2 guys said, hey, Tony, we really want to do this because it would mean it will, make our heart happy. Christian's got the contract with them. Yeah, that was disappointing, guys. let's be honest. Disappointed. Boring match. I don't disagree, guys. Again, oh, Kip Sabian stealing. Wait. Oh my God. This company makes my head hurt. Oh, wait. Pac and Claudio. Interesting. Still to come tonight, Jon Moxley and Darby Allin. So Christian Cage comes out, and I guess he has to sign his contract. You think you'd come out with it signed and ready to go. He went to sign it. Kip stole his pen. So Christian's fighting with Kip? Oh, yeah, I forgot about this match. Hook versus Roddy, folks. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. But ladies and gentlemen, we go to commercial break. I will remind everybody we are back twice tomorrow. We'll be here at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. A two-part review of the 6 episodes of Vince McMahon's documentary. We had something else planned, but we're going to push it back a little. We got Collision this Saturday. We got a busy week next week. Bad Blood's on the horizon. We got NXT going on the road. That's going to be exciting as they head to the CW network and they go to Chicago and St. Louis with Punk and Orton. We got lots coming your way. Lots of programming. Wrestle Dreams on the horizon. Survivor Series not far away. Soon we'll be talking about the end of the year and a whole bunch of awards and all that fun stuff. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. I am so close to 150 right now. Let's see if we can get 8 friends into this chat and hit that 150. What else we got? But yeah, we're rolling on. I don't know what's coming up next, but we will find out. Sheesh. Dun, dun, dun. Great technical match. Do you really think it was a great technical match? I'm a fan of technical wrestling. I'm a fan of technical matches. That to me didn't scream great. Felt slow. It felt like there wasn't big transitions. There wasn't a lot of back and forth. A lot of like, oh, that was really cool. Not a lot of like, I didn't think that was a great technical match. I hate to disagree with you, but yeah, I mean, it didn't scream, wow, what a technical, what like it didn't, not for me. It didn't register. Nothing has been announced for Wrestle Dream. Nope, they're doing Grand Slam, and then they'll start working on Wrestle Dream. I'm sure. But I imagine either Darby or Moxley will be fighting Danielson at Wrestle Dream unless Danielson has another friend he wants to wrestle first. Kind of flat finish. I thought it was a very flat finish. Match landed flat, no need. I was hearing this is awesome chance, but I have to disagree. It was slow moving and Brian seemed like he wasn't into it. Yeah, it just felt like they were going through the motions. I didn't hear this is awesome chance. If you did, kudos. It just, no ebb and flow to it, right? There's no real momentum swings. There was no firing. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. I didn't like the match at all, but I will give both wrestlers the benefit of the doubt because both of them have plenty of injuries in their career. But you booked it. It's got to be good. Again, it's like if you're going to put a player on the field and he's banged up and you can't go, well, we could have played better if he wasn't banged up. I know we do it all the time, but that's just an excuse. Thank you for 150. Can we get to 2? Can we get to 200? Am I being greedy? 150. I'll take it for now. Member berries. Let's go. Some good technical wrestling, but I think the match was slow down the middle and never really picked back up. Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I thought there was, it wasn't nothing. Like, there was some really interesting moments. That spot on the neck and the turnbuckle was kind of cool, but very flat. And right to the end, like, he got him in the hold. Okay, so have Nigel push off the ropes and Daniel's got to sink it in again. Or he gets to the ropes once and then he tries, like, build to that moment. Just locked it. Just felt like an easy day at the office for Brian. And maybe it should have been because Nigel has been on the shelf. But here comes Hook. What a stinker. The FTW title is on the line. So this will be an FTW rules match. Christian did nothing. Timeout KJ, first of the half. Braden, welcome back. Technical matches mean nothing in AEW because they have trained the fans. Yeah, that's part of the problem. So you get very quiet crowds in a lot of those regards. They're like, again, and we've seen it. Like we saw it with All Out where I thought the main event was very boring, but because there was a cinder block, because there was a needle, because there was a table, fans were like, that was so cool. But the match itself was boring. So, yeah, I mean, different strokes, I guess. John David from New York says you have to like the match because of wrestling. Yeah, well, I don't know who that is, but tough shit. Good to see you, Paul, by the way, if I haven't said that yet. Kip Sabian, Claudio, and Pac live in Gorilla. Apparently just hanging out. But here comes Roddy Strong, folks. This match shall be somewhat interesting. Two guys I'm a pretty good fan of. But get your votes in. Let me know who you're taking. Who do you think's going to win this one? It'd be weird if Hook dropped the belt again, but he is outnumbered 3-1 in a no DQ match. It should be implied the contract. Yeah. Like, why would you not be prepared? Like, maybe he was never a Boy Scout. I mean, he's Canadian, so maybe that's the problem. But yeah, it's weird. And then for a guy that's in a faction comes out alone, nobody's got his 6, and some asshole that we never see on TV jacks his pen. Why the fuck is Kip anywhere near the main event scene? What does Kip Sabian have to do with the main event in AEW in 2024? Am I wrong in thinking that? Robert, how do you feel about it? I don't know. It's bugging me. Strange segment at the end of the fight. Yeah, just all kind of boring. Main event, Mox versus Darby. Figured as much. Why is Kip Sabian in a contract? Yeah, I don't get it. I do not get it. I can't believe someone booked that and then thought this NPC. Yeah, right? B Hockey, good to see you, by the way. Welcome back. This match needs knee pads. Hook versus Roddy for a title. That means nothing. Well, remember at the press conference, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Hook was asked and Tony was asked, like, it was kind of a nothing title. And Tony got mad. We've never viewed it that way. And we're like, wait, it wasn't supposed to, it's not a part of the company. You guys shouldn't be talking. Like, it was never officially an AEW title. It was, I don't get it. Team Taz brought it in. And now it's just another one of the fucking belts. God bless Woo. Let's go, Jordan Smith. AR1, the World Championship, up next. Oh, joy. No, the FTW Championship will be up next, as the world title is still with Brian. 84% of the people taking Hook. Wow. All right. Up to 85. Interesting. I'm having my own FTW Championship tonight. Me first. That was me last Wednesday. Yo, Vance, how you doing? Good match. Which one, Robert? The last one? I don't think so, my guy. I'm pretty sure if that match happened and the 3 letters in front of, like, on the ring were different, people like you would be like, that sucked. I see a lot better matches take a lot more shit than that match. I thought it was very flat. It wasn't great. But some people, again, if you drank the Kool-Aid, all of the Kool-Aid tastes good, I guess. As we have moved to the outside of the ring, Roddy in control of Hook and Taven giving him a kendo stick. Whoa, we've dipped to 77. Some Roddy fans have shown up. Could we do the House of Glory show main event? Joe Hendry. Solid maybe, Damien. Sundays, Nick and I will have to talk about it. I don't know if we'll be here this Sunday. Again, with all the shows that we do as of late, especially with the winding down of summer, heading into fall, and busy times coming up, Nick and I have tried to find a way to get a little bit of breather, and Anthony as well. So we may, I haven't said no 100% to that, but it's a maybe, a strong maybe, but we might not be here on Sunday. We will be here on Saturday and twice tomorrow. I wish Hangman versus Jeff made Dynamite instead of Hook and Roddy. Yeah, I honestly thought that Jeff, and why would Jeff and Adam not be on Dynamite? It's so weird. The decision-making process I struggle with. Like, why would that not be tonight? Dynamite has struggled to keep their audience. Dynamite has struggled to be interesting. Dynamite's last show, especially like the last few, but last week in particular, was weak sauce. This is cool. Why is I get it. Well, KJ, they got to do cool stuff on Saturday too. Yeah, but put this match on Saturday. It is your B show. Book that. Put your A shit on this show. I'm kind of nervous for Bad Blood. I hope my girl Liv keeps the title. She is going to keep the title, sir. Are we going to have to put a neighborhood watch on Liv? You're starting to worry me, sir. Did someone say 150? There we go, Braden. I'm guessing I'm a little behind. Got hooked for the win. Got hooked for the win. Two snoozer acts fighting over a meaningless title. I don't want it to be that way. As we are in picture, folks. Right now, Roddy is still in control of Hook. And I'm getting a spaghetti sauce commercial as well. Why is this fight in the show? Please get Hook gone from TV. I think there's upside to Hook, but Hook's another small guy, another young guy, and a long list of Jack Perry, Sammy Guevara, Wheeler Yuta. Did I say Daniel Garcia? Just a long list of little guys that don't like. I don't know. Like, I struggle, and maybe it's because I'm older. I just don't really get into the like. Hook doesn't impress me, and yeah, sure. You can do a suplex when the guy that you're suplexing jumps for you. But when you're 165 pounds, it's just not that exciting. Is that a serious question? It does mean fuck the world. Thank you, Taz. FTW rules, a.k.a. hardcore title, pretty much. Evening, Alexis. KJ, I choose to watch the first match, and that was it. Wow, okay. Doesn't Mox just beat Darby clean in the main event, or is Shane what closes the show? Again, people are speculating at Shane. I do not think Shane is joining AEW. I think Moxley Darby's going to be really weird and interesting. I have no idea, and I will give Tony some credit because it, to me, is unpredictable as shit. It was like watching an elderly couple get it. Yeah, it was. KJ, tough question. What could you see happening first? Pierce and Aldis match or a possible Wade Barrett match? I'd like to think out of those three names off the top of my head, I think Aldis would be the closest to ring ready and the last guy to kind of do it at a high level. So maybe Aldis and Pierce. Barrett seems to be inching closer and closer. This relationship with Drew is intriguing. I mean, I'm kind of torn. Kid Rivos gave us a super chat. Let me find it. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. This fight is here because Tony is trying to prove and point to a reporter. Ooh, expand on that, kid. I want to know what else. Why? I'm curious. Mr. Noob, good to see ya. I can't wait to see an A-list lumberjack on Cole. Hopefully we get JD Inc. All right. Evening all. Good to see you, Z-Man. Back to 150. I like it. For WWE, I agree with that for Mania. Those two are on their own little fucking planet. Jericho really held back, Hook back all year. I feel like Hook has no upward momentum. Hook is a long line of people that have been sucked into the Jericho vortex and have nothing to show for it. Nothing. The only person to survive a Jericho year is MJF. And thank God MJF is a talented motherfucker because we almost lost him too. I was very disappointed in Bryan versus Nigel for a match that hyped up. To me, it was just an average throwaway match. Is Adam Cole still injured list on the injured list? No word on his return. People have said he's been in the back for a couple shows. Two count. Adam Cole's been out forever. He broke his ankle, or I think it was his ankle. It feels like people get injured in AEW and just stay gone for like ever. Hasn't happened yet. Fingers crossed. Evening, Brian. The end of the match shows what's wrong with AEW. Yeah, again, why the fuck is Kip Sabian anywhere near the fucking title? If FTW title is not a sanctioned title, how does it? Yeah, that's the fucking problem. Jericho should have beat Hook and retired the belt. Yeah, I don't get it. Hook needs knee pads and a whole list of other things. Match was good for TV, but not for pay-per-view. It just wasn't a good match. Sorry, Robert, it did not live up to 14 years in the making. It did not live up to the hype. It was slow. Nigel's slaps looked terrible. The north-south elbows looked terrible. It didn't move fast. There was no peak, no valley, no crescendo, no climax. It was blue balls incarnate. Sorry. Kip Sabian is a low-tier feud with Nick Wayne. Christian talked about his dead father in a recent episode. Yeah, that's true, but why? He was never going to cash in. No. They're just teasing. I agree with that. Where is... I like Roddy. I don't understand why he's fighting. Oh, and Hook chokes out Roddy. All right, there you go. Roddy does the job. Meanwhile, the dude's got two friends there. He's a heel, and it's a no DQ match. And they just let their boy get choked out. Okay, was that a good match? Sting helped Darby. Why? Sting's retired. Sting's old. Fuck. Wasn't AEW supposed to be the hip, young, cool and exciting wrestling? Roddy looking for a handshake from Hook. Sign of respect. A handshake and a hug, people. Bennett shakes his hand too. Taz says, surprised to see that. We all are. I love Roddy a lot. I think Roddy's a great wrestler, a great worker. I just wish they were doing more. I like Taven. I like Bennett. I think the Kingdom are outstanding. As now Hook going outside to talk to Tony. Jeff Jarrett should be wrestling tonight. You shut. Oh, sorry. I agree, Keyshawn. I agree. I misread that. Later, KJ. I got the third shift tonight. Good night, everyone. All right. Take care. Don't forget, you can listen to us on Spotify or just put YouTube in your earphones. But we appreciate it. Okay. That match isn't on. Agree, Keyshawn. I have bad news for you, KJ. The louder than the music, the louder than life music festival in Louisville, Kentucky starts tomorrow, and Fozzy is one of the bands performing. So probably yes. I want him to go on a 20-month Siberian fucking tour. Go the fuck away. Play every dive bar, every fucking festival. Fuck. Go to Ibiza and get lost. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just stop showing up on my wrestling show. But he'll be here Saturday. But like someone said, he probably did a fucking pre-tape, so we don't forget about him. Bringing the FTW title would have made it more sense if whoever had it was cheated out of heavyweight title. Yeah, I mean, to an extent, yeah. Wait, is he retiring the FTW belt? Hook gives the belt back to his dad, gives Papa Bear some love. Did Hook just say, I'm done with this? As we get a thank you, Taz Chan in the building. Little teary eye from Papa Taz. Hook retires the FTW title. That is great. Ironically, coming off the heels of people calling it a nothing title. Maybe they had that conversation. Nobody takes this seriously. Can I win one of the other ones? I'm shocked Tony Khan hasn't done the ETW champion yet. Enjoy the wrestling. Yeah, fact. As we go into commercial break, folks, we are rolling along. We got more to come. Lots to go. Almost 1 hour into the show already. Moxley shouldn't be losing so early after establishing a new faction. Facts. I completely agree. That's why I think Moxley should win, but I also don't think Darby should get fucked out of a title shot. Would Darby and Danielson not have been a better match than Danielson and fucking Nigel tonight? I want them to go back to SmackDown versus Raw Survivor Series. Know what I miss? I miss when it was like the old school Survivor Series where like a baby face versus a heel and they got their friends. That's kind of where I missed that one, where there was like, I need help, brother. And they put together a team. Those were always cool. As a kid, they were excellent because you were putting them all together. That's the reporter. That the reporter is right. Facts. I think that's for kid. Are you streaming the event or is it only chat? It's what you see here. We're not allowed to show the show, sir. So welcome. And if you want to hang out and talk some wrestling, this is the place to do it. JD Inc. is a very good indie wrestler. Cool. How bad is AEW's budget? They only got one pen. Why is Cesaro and Neville standing in the curtains like choir druids? NXT next week sold over 5,500 tickets. There we go. A lot of good points there. Again, thank you for the super chat. Remember, folks, the super chat does stand out. We are in the commercial break. I don't even know what to say to any of this. The one pen thing, stupid. Kip being involved in the main event picture, stupid. Yeah, I mean, Neville standing in the curtains, I guess they're just creepy. I don't know. That'd be illegal. Facts. The reporter was basically saying the FTW title. Okay, so this, yeah, okay, kid, we were on the same page. That's what I was talking about. So yeah, you said the same thing, but then ironically, he retires it to almost say like, yeah, you're right. It wasn't. No, you just got rid of it. But yeah, it's really funny that happened. 155, 156. Can we get to 160? If you can hear my voice right now, take this link, drop it anywhere you talk wrestling. Discord, fucking Reddit. I don't care where you drop this link. Facebook, Instagram, X, fucking MySpace, smoke signals. I don't give a shit what you do. Let everybody know we got to 160. Can we get to 170? Cole better come back without a foot after all the time being gone. Again, there's been a lot of people injured, and it just feels like Willie there. And again, I don't want to make light of anybody's injury because it's no fun getting hurt. You break an ankle, you break a foot, you break an arm, it sucks. But it just feels like Jamie Hayter was gone for like 13 months. I feel like it was 14 maybe. Cole's been gone for, when did Cole do that? Someone remind me, because it's been at least, has he wrestled at all in 2024? Because it was at the end. He was hurt before the reveal of the double at World's End last year. So we're coming up to almost a year with no Cole. And the Cole we did get was in a wheelchair. Okay, so I'll take my sub back block. All right, bro. What do you want me to do about it? Thanks for stopping by. 2024 is the year before 2025. You get a cookie. Don't know how to feel if Hook beats 3 guys, including Roddy. But here comes Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher. Now, how do we feel about the idea that they're putting United Empire back together? And does that mean Mark Davis is close to returning? Another guy that's been MIA for a hot minute. Adam Cole, more like Adam Cole, because ain't nobody trying to see him no more. Now, that's a good question for the chat, for everybody out there. Are you hoping, are you excited at the idea that Adam Cole could be back? And are you pumped about what potentially he could do? Dun, dun, dun. All right, folks, the next poll is up. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Boston. Deal with that shit. I miss Cole. KJ, is this show sold out? I do not believe it's sold out. No. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen any reports. I think they did well, but I do not believe they sold out. And they definitely didn't fill the entire building. What do you will happen first? KJ, AW at MSG or WWE? I don't know. That's a good one. I do not. I mean, if I was to pick right now blindly, WWE going to Arthur, I can't see AEW going to MSG. Make the FCW championship the X Division championship in AEW. No, you got too many belts. Do that with one of the other belts. Like, again, Robert, there's too many belts in the company. They need to get rid of belts. FTW belt going away is great. Hook retiring it and giving it back to his dad, great. I'm going to start rumors that MJF will start feuding with Jericho next month. Do it. Do it. Well, here come the Young Bucks. Has there been any update on Daniel Garcia resigned? No word. Last I heard, he's thinking about it. He's mulling it over. DMD versus D might happen on Collision Grand Slam. Again, two of your strongest women in your division, arguably. I mean, as far as name value, at least. Okay, let's see what happens. So your boys just let you tap out. Yeah, like what the fuck? It's a no DQ, anything goes. There wasn't a whole lot of violence. There wasn't a whole lot of weapons. And your two friends, your two heel bastard friends, just watched you get whooped. And then we all shook hands. Weird. I don't get it. Exactly, Misfit. That's my sentiment. You got so many titles. Do better with, like, again, and you got multiple titles, and you have all these wrestlers, yet the same people that already have belts are fighting for other belts. Spread it out. Share the wealth. More trash. Ooh. What if we see Brock Lesnar versus Pete Dunne? Who wins? Brock Lesnar. Orlando. Brock Lesnar. Pete Dunne's the size of Brock's leg. But we are off and running, folks. We got a 50-50 on this one. The United Empire cannot win this match. Well, they could. I would love it, but I can't imagine it. Score is right now for Roddy taps again. Yeah, Roddy a bitch. Remember Pete Dunne call out Brock Lesnar at NXT TakeOver? No. Poor Roddy. Why didn't the Undisputed Kingdom stop that? Good question. I'm way behind. Let me roll down a little. Remember, folks, I got the super chat, super stickers. I'm doing my best to keep up. Y'all keep filling up this chat as we got 157. Let's see if we can get to 170 here tonight. So the many months feud between the Learning Tree and Hook was for nothing. Yes. Again, yes. You need foresight. How hurt is Kyle's tag team partner? Again, Mark Davis has been out for a hot minute. What happened to Big E? Big E is dealing with a neck injury. He got a fusion, and he's recovering. Apparently, he feels great, but we don't know if he'll ever wrestle again. Bucks will win. Fletcher will turn on Ospreay. I got a feeling that the Callis family is going to beat up Ospreay, which is weird because you think that Ospreay, when he came in, he should have said, Callis, please fuck off. As both men are up, and we get backflips in stereo to the floor. Fletcher and Ospreay get the crowd cheering a little bit. At least the match has energy, folks. Cucks are trash. Facts. Cole broke his foot. Yeah, it was last year at Grand Slam. Was it Grand Slam? Yeah, because it was right before the end of the year. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the update. I knew it was around this time. West Side Guns in the audience. There you go. Gun, by the way. Reaching for the remote. 3, 2. Don't do it. Don't do it. I feel like Kip versus Ospreay is the next feud. I really fucking hope not. Elevate me to the sky. Ospreay. Let's go. Tony won't let the Bucks lose the belt, sadly. That's his problem. Tony has backed the wrong people. And again, if you're running a company, if you're the coach of a sports team, if you're in charge of a business, it's business first. You got to take your ticker and put it in a drawer and make smart decisions. Tony can't do it. Love that they need to give them a run with the tag titles. Here's the possibility. SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT at Survivor Series, champion versus champion matches, and even have a SmackDown versus Raw NXT War Games match for both the men and the women, 4 members on each team. Yeah, I'm all for it. Screw it. Why not? Why not? Story time with Adam Cole, baby. Yeah, I mean, shit. I got the Young Bucks for the win. Yeah, I think so. The Bucks are slightly leading in the poll right now. I'll close that up as we are in picture right now with the Bucks in control. I love it. I love this team. Which one? Which one? Which one? Only matches that don't mean jack shit. Too icy. Number one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not gonna lie, this shit is boring as fuck. No heat in this Grand Slam. I'm gonna say so far, and again, guys, if you were just tuning in, I start every Wednesday with nothing but hope. Nothing but hope. Tonight's gonna be a good one, folks. I don't go like, welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network, where tonight's gonna suck dick. Like, no, I start the show off with it's gonna be a good one. Stack card tonight. Let's see what happens. Nigel Danielson underperformed, underdelivered. Hook Roddy was boring, didn't make sense, and did not feel like an FTW belt or a title match. The good part of that is Hook retiring the FTW belt. Good choice. Good. You get marks for that. And then you follow it up with the Bucks versus Ospreay. I love Ospreay. I think Kyle Fletcher's got a huge future ahead of him. But again, no heat, no rivalry, no intensity. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Do you know a fun fact? Michael Cole is the father of Adam. Yeah, it could be. I think Michael Cole is like an inch taller than the man. Maybe it is. It's been a whole year. Yep, facts. Cody versus Roman at Survivor Series. I don't think so. I don't think so, Eric. It's that I honestly believe it's going to be Roman and Crew versus Solo and Crew. It's going to be the Bloodline versus the Bloodline 2.0. 164. We're back to 149 though. Damn it. Hi guys, like the stream. Do what he said. Let's go. So many months feud between. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, Lisa, you're not wrong. And that's where as fans and Robert, I know Robert and certain people, and I don't want to pick on Robert, but I know certain people who are watching us right now out of the 150 are very big AEW fans, and they it's good, it's good, it's good. But are you not frustrated as a fan when you dedicate your time and then it's meaningless? Oh, okay. Big move from Ospreay, and Callis is on commentary, just bigging up. Will, not what I expected. Yeah, I got them too. I think there's some there's going to be some tomfoolery here with Callis. Love it that they give the run. I got that one. You can see heavyweights have to dominate. They have to have decisive victories, and you have to sell. AEW is the land of no selling. No selling is a big problem. It really is. And I don't know. I'll ask the chat. What do you guys feel like is a worse problem? No selling or big guys overselling for small guys? Right now, the crowd remains quiet as we get a nice move. That was nice. Ospreay draped over the top rope, gets hit with a senton, spring him into a power bomb. That was pretty. Fletcher getting chucked out. The Bucks go for a tag. See, I give credit where it's due. I want you to know. Yeah, we all do. We all do. Even though I don't think they should be in this match, I would like them to win. Let's go, United Empire. Everything concerning Jericho means nothing. Jericho has been an absolute cancer to the wrestling business for 3 years now. It has been atrocious. And I continually beat that drum, and I will not stop beating that drum until Jericho knocks on my door and asks me personally to stop it. I will not. Nothing has been good. Crying over quarters getting spilled in his rental. It's just stupid shit on stupid shit on stupid shit. And this is why guys like Jericho need creative around him, because he thinks his ideas are wonderful. And he used to work in a company that would say, no, we're not doing that. And he doesn't do that anymore. So he gets to do whatever he wants, and it's fucking dumb. We need QT to save this show. Fuck. If we're hoping for QT, Lisa, we're in big problems. Old Bucks for the L, no chance. What is your favorite AEW match ever? As we get an ox cutter. And the crowd is on their feet. All right. Meltzer just splattered 19 stars on the wall. Mark Davis has never joined Callis. That's how long he's been out. Yeah, that's actually a good point, Richard. So far, AEW is going fast. Canadian Destroyer. Yeah, see, no soul to Canadian Destroyer. Into a Hidden Blade. Sorry, I thought he hit an ox cutter. It was a Hidden Blade. But a good sequence. A good sequence. I don't want to be picky. What was that move? Fun fact, Michael Cole. I got that one. Do you think we'll ever see an AEW women's tag title in AEW soon, in your opinion? Michael Spikes, I'm praying no. For two reasons. One, Tony books the women's division like shit. Two, it's not deep enough. Who are you going to put in the tag team division that's going to deliver quality wrestling matches? Nobody. They're not deep enough for the two belts they have right now. People, you want to fight me on it? I'm all ears. But Hurricane run off the apron. Again, I give them marks for the ear test. The crowd's into this. This is a little more fun than what we've seen so far tonight. Might be a typical Bucks match, but it has been fun. They're setting up the Meltzer driver. And they nail it on the apron. So Fletcher's done for the match, right? You don't get up from that. You need the neck brace. He was on the apron. So Fletcher should not participate in anything else in this match. Am I wrong? Fletcher is done. If Fletcher gets up and does anything else in this match, it will officially be stupid. Are they going to bring back Mark Davis? I hope so. I like Mark Davis. Meanwhile, the Bloodline's been going for 4 years. In fact, I don't know if that was a good point. Long-term booking doesn't. Yeah. Well, we talked about that, and we actually put the clip out about it. I think Damien asked last night about, or Monday night, one of the nights. Tony doesn't believe in long-term booking, and it shows. But it also shows in the results you get. Any weekly. Wow, big kick. That's one thing I got out of the Vince documentary. You listen to people, even like a Bruce or a Triple H. Triple H really gets it, guys. And I know the naysayers out there don't want me to talk about Triple H during a Dynamite stream as we go back to picture, but he gets it. It's the psychology. And everyone out there might think Vince is an absolute piece of shit, and in a lot of ways he is. But he did, once upon a time, understood the storytelling. Art imitating life. Storytelling, long-term storytelling, hooking people week to week to week. If you just do a bunch of matches, it might as well be ridiculousness every week. And eventually you get tired. Eventually you get tired of watching a clip show. I called retiring the FTW title the greatest moment in Hook's career. Not bad, not bad. As folks, right now, the Bucks are in control. We are in picture. This is the best match so far. 100%, Richard. It's been a good match. I mean, if I'm just enjoying the wrestling, hear that, Richard or Robert or both of you? I'm just enjoying the match. It's been a good match. Bucks don't look the part of how they are trying to portray themselves. Yeah, that's the same thing with Jack Perry, Daniel Garcia. Like, there's a list of guys in AEW. Like, if I bumped into the Bucks in an alley, it wouldn't fucking scare me at all. You know what I mean? Like, I outweigh both of them significantly. I would happily, go one-on-one or one-on-two with either one of them any day of the week. And that's where, when they're acting tough, I'm like, meh. Now, Ospreay is a guy that, like, if you bumped into him in the wrong way at the bar, I could see him taking a swing. You're like, all right. Like, I mean, but the Bucks don't scare me at all. And I think that's part of the problem sometimes. I agree with that. No selling, take oomph out of the move. That was just done. And it looks stupid. It looks stupid that you had the energy to do a whole move and then pass out. I agree, kid. I think selling is so much a part of the story that you're trying to tell. And how does anybody look badass if you are anybody and you hit like I said, There is Kyle Fletcher in the ring right now. He just hit a Blue Thunder Bomb or a Michinoku driver, one of the two. It's in a little picture. But he just got Meltzer drivered on the apron of the ring. And he's in the ring doing moves. You are killing your business. I know that's the name of their book, but they are killing their business. You are killing our belief in you. Because if you can drive a guy's head and spike him into the apron of the ring, and he gets up, then what the fuck is going to, what will it take to kill him? And that's why the ending of the matches are flat. Because you used to build to that moment. You used to build to that killing finisher. But if you do a fucking spiked tombstone, and then your finisher is a weak-looking, soft-looking knee, help me understand. What's more devastating? AEW women have really been good this year and still going. Give me an example, Robert. Can you name one good Sasha Banks match? All Sasha Banks has done since she signed is run her mouth and not deliver. She talks so much shit and backs none of it up. Well, as we are going, there you go. Styles Clash in stereo for 2 counts. What other women's match have been good in 2024, Robert? Oh, wait. I got time. What is the win? Like, Stat Willow, yes. Good match. I enjoyed it. My second favorite match of All Out. But what have the women done good this year? Right? And every time there is a match, the fans turn on one of the two opponents. Like, and not as a heel, as like they're shitting on them for like, they didn't do good. Even Meltzer thinks the women's division in AEW sucks. I'm all ears. Speaking of the Hidden Blade, Assassin's Creed Shadows, fortunate delayed until, okay. AEW needs to dump more titles before putting up more. Facts, Mike. I would love that. I agree with you. Oh, he's going for the Tiger Driver. And he eats a super kick. I don't enjoy Young Bucks matches. They're chaos. No rules, no tagging. And everyone does 15 finishers. But this match is kind of fun. I'll give it, maybe because the rest of this show has bored the fuck out of me. Yeah. The only women's tag team in AEW are the Renegade Twins, and they're not good. When was the last time they won? I don't know. Orlando, who's returning? I don't know. They had the Bloodline, love the men, but tried them getting. You might have to try that one again. AW refs are the match's outcome enforcer. Adam, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. The referees are so important in wrestling when done properly. You think of Little Nate, you think of Earl Hebner. They are so pivotal in the storytelling. When the ref's just standing in the corner reacting to all the moves, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You're not reffing. Do you see a ref in any other sport like cheering on or no? 2. The crowd's on their feet, guys. I have to give them full marks. The crowd is on their feet. Let's not quit that. Young Bucks first. Garfield. Another 2 count. How many matches you think Will Ospreay will lost in AEW? That's too hard to say. I would pay good money to see Agent KJ versus the Bucks in a street fight. I'm bringing Nick with me. We ain't losing, I promise. Truthfully, I bring Nick with me. I might not have to do anything. Big angle Meltzer driver. Bad angle. And another count broken up. I like that move Ospreay just did. That was clean as fuck. Again, Ospreay's so good. Yeah. Big kick from Fletcher. Down goes one of the Bucks. I don't like when they kick out from the finisher. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't. I believe, like I grew up in an era, like, I mean, I was a diehard Jake the Snake fan once upon a time. That DDT killed people. Like, it ended things. Sweet chin music. And here we go with the fucking screwdriver again. Again, you're having a really fun match. You're having a good match. A good ass match. The best thing on your show. And what do? We fuck it up with a screwdriver. The fans are cheering Fletcher. The fans are cheering Ospreay. So why is the heel giving him a screwdriver? What the fuck are we doing? Dear Tony, you're fucking yourself in the ass every chance you get. No, Ospreay telling Callis to fuck off. Guys, like, honestly, this is from, wow, belt to the face. Down goes Ospreay. Other belt, rolling through. Fletcher gets a 2. Gonna get hit with a belt, and here it goes. So you hit him with a Meltzer driver. You hit him with 3 finishers. You hit him with a Canadian Destroyer. Here comes a super kick. I can't believe he kicked out of that, actually. And the V-trigger. So your shitty-looking knee, after all those big moves, ends the fucking match. I agree. That was great. A great match. A lot of fun. Best match of the night, Gilly. Just leave Callis and his fucking screwdriver at home. Do you not agree, though, Gilly? If you didn't do that stupid spot with the screwdriver again, where people, do you remember when people would get online? Were you so sick of Roman always cheating? Well, I'm sick of Don Callis with a fucking screwdriver ruining good matches, wasting our time, and it makes no sense. The Bucks are heels. Ospreay and Fletcher are being cheered. Why is Don giving the baby faces a screwdriver? You know what Don should do? Give the Bucks the fucking screwdriver. Anybody disagree with me? I'm all ears. Ending was BS, yes. Hate that ending. Hate the ending. What finishing move would you take Omega's finishing move, or Young Bucks finishing move? The Young Bucks finishing move sucks. They hit a Meltzer driver on the apron earlier. That should have ended the match. That is impressive. A Meltzer driver looks cool. Like that flip into the spike, cool as shit. I like it. That knee, the V-trigger shit sucks. And if Kenny could get me up for a one-winged angel, I'd be shocked and surprised. Don Callis has to get himself over, but it's his boss that lets him. As we are in the back with the conglomeration and Rocky Romero. Oh, Romero being added to the conglomeration. But Gilly, I agree. Just don't get me wrong. It makes no sense, and that's frustrating. That's why I get mad on these streams. That's why I pick on Tony Khan and Jericho and the Bucks. It was a good match. You were there. Like, dude, they were there. They rounding third. They're heading for home. And they fucking stubbed their toe and fucking rolled into the fucking plate and get tagged on the way by. That's my issue. That's why I get mad. The crowd is lit. It's a good New York crowd. You bored them with the first match. The second match, nobody gave a fuck about and didn't make sense because the heel faction watched their friend get beat and then shook hands. And then you go into that match. You got the crowd on their feet. They're energized. They're excited. This is good. And then the booker gets involved and it's fucked up. All you had to do was the spot you did at the end with the tag titles where the heels cheat. One buck hits the Fletcher in the head. You almost get the pin, but while he's still woozy, they hit the V trigger. It's over. Perfect. Let's go home. And I'd be giving them full marks. But it's all the bullshit, the extra bullshit. And again, I'm sorry, but I just can't dumb myself down, guys. I can't do it. I can't watch that and go, oh, that makes sense. I can't be that stupid. I can't do it. I'd love to. Maybe ignorance is bliss, but I can't do it. What if the Bucks and the Usos came up with a plan to make us hate Shawn Michaels by using super? Yeah, right. Yeah, fuck. Then why are they trying to piss off Canada with all the Canadian destroyers? But here comes Prince Nana. I think I have a graphic for Nana. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I agree. Great match. Great match. I'm mad about the ending, but it was a great match. Fans in AEW kill me. They cheer for everything. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be moves. False finishes and finishers. If you do 15 finishers and have like 34 false finishes, the crowd goes wild. None of it has to make sense. So Callis will blame Ospreay. Ospreay will blame Callis, and then we'll try and figure it out. Fletcher's good. Fletcher feels babyface for a while now. That's why this is all fucked up. Callis, Ospreay comes back and beats everybody. He should have divorced all connection with Callis. Callis can go fuck off. Three 3-0, potentially good match down the shit. Sad. 3-0. Uncle Mark passed away. Read news. Oh, what? First off, fuck your bitch and the click. No, anyway. Nana getting the crowd hyped. Matt Jackson would have kicked out of 10 big Van Vader bombs. Man, he would. That's the thing. Lisa, your guess is as good as mine. Honestly, I have no clue. And my honest critique of it all often gets me called a hater, but I was cheering for the match. It was good. I even said that move where they did the fucking senton into the power bomb. That's pretty as fuck. They should do more stuff like that. But just do it with the referee involved. Do it with proper tags. Tag, have the ref count the 1, 2. You got 5 seconds to make the change. Hit your move, then get back out. Tag back in. Cut off the ring. Wait a minute. MVP! Oh shit! MVP is here. What is going on? Allow me to reintroduce myself. MVP has shown up at Grand Slam. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. It's happening. Holy shit. Is he alone? Is he alone? Ah. And he's talking about Swerve. This is interesting. David, you did call it. MVP. Business is picking up. Robert, I give you that one. What happened? MVP is in the building saying to Nana, like, I got nothing but love for Swerve. Yes. Let's keep it good. All right, we're getting a little bit of rundown. Yes. MVP came out and no one cared. Well, it came out with quietly came out. It was very interesting how they did it. I wouldn't say that no one cared, but I think a lot of people like me were like, who is that? Like when he was just a dude walking up the tunnel. No music, no nothing. He just walked out. I don't know. Maybe later. Basically saying to Nana, why is Swerve not? Oh, he got beefed out for something there. Can't wait to see the gold standard as well in AEW. Interesting. He just tweeted about it a few minutes ago. There you go. I'm here with y'all. I didn't see Twitter. Back to business. MVP just to check to ruin his career. I mean, hey, if I was sitting at home unemployed and Tony called, I don't blame him. I can't hate. I can't knock that hustle. The other company let me go. So MVP making a play for Swerve Strickland. Give him my business card. I would love to see Lashley come in in a run through everyone, come in and run through everyone, then win the title. My only fear, Willie, is that never happens, right? If Bobby Lashley joined AEW, he should run through a lot of people. But next thing you know, he'll be doing a job to Darby. That's my only concern. Ex-WWE taking over. TK can't. Well, he made hologram. What do you mean, Scott? He made hologram. MVP just walks on out. I'm a little surprised at like how they did that. Like you had a chance for a big pop. I popped, but it really was like, and you could hear with the crowd of like, imagine you're sitting up in the cheap seats. You're like, who's that? You know, they didn't say didn't say MVP on the screen. Nothing. I think Bobby, it makes sense. Maybe that's what Swerve does. Swerve's with somehow joins forces with MVP, Bobby, who else? Shelton. There you go, Ringsider. Is anybody getting weirdness right now in their AEW? I have audio from AEW, but I don't have the show. Like I have the arena audio. I got Justin Roberts talking. It's so weird. Oh, we go to commercial. There you go. There you go. Bobby coming, MVP. All right, folks, how do you feel about MVP showing up at Grand Slam? Holy hell. And I like that Bobby's not there. I think MVP kind of sets the groundwork, right? Listen, WWE's gone through this before with competition. Take all our guys. Take all the old ones that we're not using. We're going to build some new ones. You can take those guys. And good luck. See what you can do. Now, when Bobby Lashley doesn't get booked in AEW, he can complain about it on Instagram too. Facts. Again, I personally disagree with a lot of MVP's take since being released from the WWE and they could have done with more of Bobby. Bobby had lots of opportunities. I'm not a Bobby fan. Bobby's a big athletic guy, but that's about it. He has no charisma. Bobby with MVP and a heel hurt business, there was money to be made there, and maybe Triple H missed out on that, but you can't book everybody. Show up, big pop, then all downhill from there. Do you know the gold standard Shelton Benjamin? One of my all-time favorites. I just said Shelton Benjamin could be in the mix. Lots of rumors about that and bringing everybody back together. Now we know Cedric's staying there, so I mean we still have other members. If MVP's age, I'm getting in some of that all elite welfare, 100%, bro. And then all he's got to do is slip and fall, fake an injury, and sit at home for 2 years. Ask Miro. I want to see Lashley versus Cage. I don't care. Will that be? I don't know. I mean, easy bake. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. And me personally, meh. Remember when Ed showed up? That'd go AJ. Bobby Lashley versus Wardlow. That'd be a little more intriguing, except anybody know where Wardlow is? Has anybody checked the milk carton lately for Wardlow? Hologram. You got me. That was a master stroke. There you go. So no Bobby yet, but a tease. Yeah, so I don't mind that, Richard. And like I said before, sometimes Tony could do better with the creating, to be continued, creating anticipation, creating a reason to keep tuning back in. That to me was a good choice. I really am not that excited, honestly. AEW damn near blacklisted KJ. Really? What happened? KJ MVP fixing to change the. Let's see. I will give anything a chance. There is an opportunity here to do something cool. I popped. What is this? Is this Jack Perry? They spend a lot of budget on Jack Perry. Was that Jack Perry? Lashley will debut and then get booked to lose to Orange. I don't know, right? Like, again, if you just look at their roster, who's he going to fight? Yeah, Wardlow. Yeah, maybe Brian Cage. But then who? Right? He's way bigger than Hangman. He's way bigger than Swerve. He's way bigger than every fucking buddy. Danielson? All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next, we get Mariah May against Yuka Sakisaki. I love how everybody thinks that somebody is doing something nobody knows shit until it happens. Oh, and it's the funniest thing. Are they going to have MVP just be Swerve's manager? Lashley is the main eventer, so you'd have to be weird having him in a group with Swerve. Maybe Bobby's not coming. Maybe this is MVP's coming in and MVP's trying to build a Hurt business, you know, kind of like what he wanted to do in WWE, but it would be like Swerve and friends. But Swerve's been like in the mogul, you know, the mogul embassy, the was it mogul, the one with Rick Ross. He's been in a lot of weird, not functioning factions. But here comes Mariah May. Get your votes in, folks. Who you taking? If you are new here, we take a prediction on every single match and a rating out of 10 at the end of every single show. We want to know how the fans feel as we get a jump start. All right, a jump start. We didn't even get a jump start in the FTW match. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. WWE is doing exactly what they did during exactly. AEW is using WCW's model to prove to fail. Again, spot booking, no sensible storylines, a lack of good creative. That's WCW, guys. Nick does it all the time. If you guys have been watching this channel, I know you guys know. Nick's always spray painting in the air. By the way, I love Bret Hart. The older and more bitter he gets, the funnier Bret Hart is to me. Fucking hilarious. I love that guy. But that's it. WWE let Hogan go, let Macho go. And yeah, there was success. NWO blows up. But once the WWE started creating their guys, you saw what happened. Now look at what the WWE is doing with NXT. You look what they're doing on the main roster. You look at the quality of the production. You look at the quality of the shows. And WWE's booming. They're not worried about Bobby Lashley going to AEW. They're not worried about Adam Copeland going to AEW. They're not worried. Like, again, remember when AEW was supposed to be the young, cool, hip, edgy show? But look at their roster. The guys that we see week in and week out, I would argue, are on average much older than WWE. Christian Cage, Jericho. The Bucks aren't even young anymore. They should just be the Bucks. Just because Lashley was WWE champion doesn't mean he was great. I was never a Bobby Lashley fan. Even when Bobby was champion, when Bobby was in storylines, Bobby is bland. Sorry, Bobby. You're a nice guy. MVP with Bobby worked because MVP was a good mouthpiece. And if Bobby comes in and just wrecks people and MVP does the talking, that works. That's money. But Bobby is bland. That's my take on Bobby. He does not excite me. Big drop kick on the outside. If you're hearing that untelevised noise from AEW, imagine executives saying this show is horrible. I don't know what the execs are thinking. And again, if the Warner Brother Discovery deal is imminent, do you think they would be watching the programming and going, you think they'd be looking at the analytics? Like this idea that they're just going to slam down $170 million for a program that's in decline, that worries me. MVP said, let's get paid. Facts. I disagree. Bobby got about as much charisma as Lesnar. They just didn't have room for two beasts. Yeah, but again, they gave Brock Paul. Paul's an X factor. And I would argue that there is a side of Brock that's a little more entertaining. But you're not wrong. Like, Brock's not a hugely charismatic guy, but Brock just demands a room differently than Bobby. And remember, we did get happy-go-lucky Brock later in his career. MVP said he's never coming back. Never is not a word that truly exists in wrestling, right? Think of the crazy shit we've seen in wrestling. Never say never. Yuka counters the head scissors, locks in a head scissors over the top ropes of her own. Almost a tarantula. MVP slips, falls, sues Tony, and owns the company. What's up, Trek? How you doing? Bobby Lashley versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Sure. Or with Powerhouse Hobbs. But again, how far will that go? Like, can you make a career? So if Bobby's going to fight the big guys in AEW, that's 3 matches. Then what do you do with Bobby? You pay him a couple million? Is Bobby going to sign with AEW for less than $1 million? And if he does, all right, fights Wardlow, fights Brian Cage, fights Hobbs. Anybody else? Transitions. Oh, now we get a whirly bird. Thank you again, Kid Rivos. Anybody remember how hot Brody King was? He had the house barking like Braun, and then he lost that feud with Darby. That's Bobby's future. Brody King is a guy that I would love to see with Malachi and Murphy. I'd like to see the whole House of Black be booked by Triple H. I'm not going to lie. The House of Black is one of my biggest frustrations and probably one of my biggest disappointments with AEW booking. I think the House of Black are entertaining. I think they're talented wrestlers, and they've been so minimized in this company, it hurts. As a fan of the show, the fact that I've seen Jericho 5 times more than I've seen, the House of Black, that sucks. That sucks. Lashley versus Killswitch. Oh, goody. That'd be a botch fest. Lashley might be going to TNA. It's true. Actually, that might be Lashley's best time in his career ever. Realistically, send him back to TNA. They'll do something with him. Plus, if he goes there, you can put him in there with even a guy like Josh Alexander, but you have Jake something kicking around. You have bigger bodies. Yuka slides through. Match isn't bad. Axiom over Hologram. Fucking everybody over Hologram. Oh, Northern Lights bomb. Okay, that was interesting. Crowd kind of starts clapping. I think the problem with this match is the crowd likes Mariah May more than they like Yuka. Yuka off the top, Mariah May with the knees up. Interesting, folks. Wardlow is at home sleeping and waiting 100%. Cowboy Brock. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Cowboy Brock was the shit. Even Money in the Bank Brock. And Mariah May gets the win. Another a little flat. Again, I see that match, and then I think back to last night, the women's matches we saw in NXT, much smoother, much cleaner, the pace was better, the transitions were better. I hate to do that, guys. That wasn't my favorite women's match of the week for sure. Third Master Lock competition incoming on. Yeah, there you go. Made for the win. I didn't even take the poll down, but 90% of the chat got it right. There you go. Does somebody come out here too? I hope this match is more than 11 minutes. MVP is a good heel. He's a great heel. And here we go. Willow comes running out to save the day, and nothing was happening. Willow, Mariah May. Okay. I can go for this. Oh, wait, we got company. Mina. Oh, Willow gets the belt in the back. Mina Shirakawa. I like Mina. I'm not going to lie. So, fuck my life. Okay, so Mariah's celebrating with Mina. Mina's not happy. Mariah May runs away. Yuka and Mina have a stare down. Our Dynamite Grand Slam main event up next, folks. Are you ready? And I will put it in the chat. I admit that shouldn't be the. Where is it? Where is it? There. Bum, bum, bum. All right, folks. We're ready for the main event. Lots of time on the clock, too. Who you taking? Who you taking? AEW makes my brain hurt sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean all the fucking time. Any predictions on how this one's going to play out? In addition to who you picking, what's going to happen? Will Bryan show up? I don't know. I got me for the win. That shows how far behind I am. MVP, Swerve, Hobbs, Shane Taylor, the new Hurt Business. God, Shane Taylor is another guy. I absolutely love Shane Taylor, and this is a guy who gets no love from Tony Khan. Again, another example of a guy that would do so much more for your company if you were booking him and using him over Jericho, over Orange Cassidy, over the Bucks. You need personality. I listened to it today in the documentary. Right? It's important. You got to connect with the audience. AEW doesn't give the audience enough things to participate with. There's not enough people that have call outs and things that stand out and interaction with the fans. You're just going to either sit there quietly until we do a big spot, or that's it. Mariah May wins, and she did. I think Mina Shikara, I think we see Mina. Yeah, we did. I'm sorry, but May's title has been flat 100%. Because, again, it requires storytelling. It requires something interesting. Mina should have been right there on the spot. Mariah beat Tony, then rubs it in Tony's face, or has her championship celebration, and Mina comes out and says, I don't like what you did. And you go right into that program. Mina versus Mariah. Instead, you have Mariah the heel hugging Mina. Mina's like, I don't fucking know what to do. Meanwhile, why did you have Willow come out if Mina's there? Right? Like, do you understand? Like, just like earlier with Kip, like we talked about with other things, no different than the booking with this match. Tony Khan continually fucks himself. And he doesn't know any better. Maybe he's just used to solo sex. I don't know what the fucking problem is. But it's stupidity. Right? You have Mariah May, a good champion. Good story to get her championship. And then, instead of building into another angle, you have a mess. Why would Willow come out and then get clubbed? Then Mina's standing there, and Mina's like, well, I was kind of coming to say hi. Why not just have Mina come out, stand up for Yuka? Now you're building that. When you're done with Mina, then you go to Willow. When you're done with Willow, you go to someone else. Storytelling. It's simple, folks. Again, I'm not a professional, but what the fuck are we doing? I shouldn't have clicked on that one. But ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Death Rider. Yuka is an original roster in AEW game, even with a lot of people not being. Yeah, it's fuck. Miro versus Gunther, maybe. Mariah May for the win. I got to catch up. Where the fuck am I with this? I have not loved Mariah May's title reign. Nope, it's been boring. You would think Mercedes Moné was the world champion, not the secondary champion. And Sasha thinks she's the best thing ever, and it's fucking depressing. I want Mina versus Mariah May. That's what I guess. But then again, I agree. Then how does Willow factor in? Just have one or the other for now. MVP challenged Barrett at Bloodsport, so that's true. That's true. I think Bobby's title reign in WWE got sacrificed for Romans. Probably, maybe. I think there was an injury and a couple other things that happened in there too. Doing well, man. And how are you? And how's everyone doing tonight? Trekpedia, doing well, having fun. It's been a interesting Grand Slam, that's for sure. It called long-term booking and storytelling in WWE at the time. We know what is the outcome in the match, just like Raw in the main event. Yes. Like the stream. We got 157. Let's see if we can get up a little bit higher. We are in the main event. So if you can hear my voice right now, go see if you can get some friends. See if we can get like 40 people here for the main event. Maybe I'm being greedy. Let's see. Lance Archer versus Bobby Lashley. I love Lance Archer. That's another guy that I wish got booked more. I love Lance Archer. Big shout out to Lance Archer. AEW is ECW with a big budget. Yes and no, but you got to understand, Paulie understood story. Even in the hardcore, sadist, masochist craziness that was ECW, there was stories in there. Dreamer and Raven and Sandman and Raven and the Dudleys and Public Enemy and Sabu. Like, there were stories and a reason why these motherfuckers wanted to kill each other, right? That's where see, it's like Tony just only watched highlights of 90s wrestling. He saw the highlights of WCW. He saw the highlights of WWE. He saw the highlights of ECW. That's what it's like. So he doesn't know how to fill in the blanks. As much as we all remember the chaos that was ECW, there was a lot of build. There was a lot of storytelling and then anarchy. That's what sold us on the matches. Knowing AEW, they know how to start something intriguing, but they destroy momentum very fast. Yeah, but sometimes I don't even know if they get out of the gate sometimes. Darby Allin is in the ring, folks. What's the poll saying? 77% for Darby. For Mox. Woo! Interesting. Let's go. Let's go. Spaz. What if Oba defeats Tony D on the 8th? Lights out. This is war. Dude, I'll pop. Yeah, I will fucking pop. Like Wardlow, Ricky Starks, Malachi. There's a list of guys. I can't wait to see them be anywhere but AEW. Do you know what's ironic about this, though, Spaz and everybody? When AEW first started, I did the exact opposite of what I just said. I couldn't wait for FTR to leave WWE. I couldn't wait for Moxley or Danielson or all the big influx of WWE talent that came over. I couldn't wait to see them in a place that was going to book them good. All this time later, 5 years later, and here I am, and I'm like, God damn it, will they just go back where they came from? Athena needs to be on the main roster. Athena's talented. Athena's earned it. Athena deserves her flowers, AR1. That lady has put on a clinic in Ring of Honor. Why? Oh, we got Yuka Tsukizawa and Mina and Riho, but no Athena. Really? We can't find Athena a place on this show? Darby wins by DQ. Yeah, I do like Mina. She's fun. She looks like a good time. Chair, relax. I know more than a few people who care about Willow. I like Willow. I like Willow. Willow's talented. She's a pure babyface when done right. But it doesn't make sense that Willow comes out to pick a fight with the champion, and then someone else does too. Unless you're going to do a triple threat. But why would you do that? Mina's the story that matters. Mina versus Mariah is a bigger story because you had Mina in the crowd at All In. Oh, my friend. KJ, is this harsh when I say that this McGuinness versus Danielson match is another example of AEW's obsession with the IWC fantasy matches instead of trying to get more casual to the promotion? Yep. That's not harsh. That's fact in a lot of ways. And I don't mind it. If you know, wow, there goes Darby up and over. But if you know that Ricochet Ospreay is a dream match for many, the IWC's chomping at it, then just build for it. Build for it. Nigel Danielson, hey, you know what? In a few months, we think we're going to book Danielson on Nigel. Nigel's cleared to go. You know what? Why don't for 2 months we build this up? And then we have a really good match. But they're so, again, Tony Khan comes off as a virgin that just pops his load. And I don't mean, I do mean actually, I mean that's what it all seems like. Like he gets his hands on something and it's oh boy, and he can't. He's got no finesse, no game. He hasn't had that experience where he can start moving his hips and relaxing and getting into a grind. He just, oh my God, that's what it's like. And again, I'm making fun of it, but stop me if I'm wrong. AW makes me hate people that didn't care about before and give up on people I just don't love. That's terrible. DW Heard. Jesus, I can't with Jericho. Well, his gimmick is funny. It's not funny. The less I see the man, the better. I agree with you, DW. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. I can't stand Jericho. I shit on Jericho. Moxley got his arm stuck in the ring post? What the fuck? Has anyone ever seen that before? Has anyone ever seen that before? His arm went... He looked like Vince Carter dunking on the fucking... Now Moxley gigging himself on camera. Long-term storytelling, my guy. Did I miss a super chat from anybody? No, got that one. Bobby Lashley should win the AEW World title and be the face of AEW. That'd be interesting. The only way I think that will work is if MVP, which we did see MVP, if MVP is on his side and he runs a heel gimmick, like MVP comes in and says, this company eats shit and nobody can stop Bobby, and Bobby runs amok, that works. Then you need like a whole bunch of people to kind of figure it out. But Darby and Shafir face-to-face, Grand Slam has been mid. It's been less than mid, bro. What's been good tonight? I'll wait. The Bucks tag match was fun. What else has been good? What else wasn't a fucking a Sunday night heat match or a fucking level up match or an AEW dark match? What? Mox wins with a surprise debut from Here Comes the Money. No, I don't fucking know. Mox is going to win because he can't be without the belt for too long. Interesting kid. I don't know. Part of me thought, and I think I said it back on this channel, so I can't really go back on my word. I thought Darby was going to win the world title off Danielson. That's what I thought. And again, another match where the crowd is kind of out of it, and like the pace of the match is not bad, I guess. John Moxley for the win. What is the crowd saying? Still over 70% for Mox as I close up. 73% for Mox. Here is Mox. KJ, I think Mina is going to beat Mariah May for the AEW. Wow, I hope not. That'd be crazy. I like Mina. But again, Mina gets a pop from the crowd, right? Like people cheer when they see Mina. And I know some of the, the cornets of the world are like, I have no time for this. But she's shaking her things. It's funny. She's got a bubbly personality. That personality kind of breaks through some of the language barrier. I'd be all for some love for Mina. On and off. But hey, too many storylines that go nowhere and no setup. Yep. So they basically gave Mariah May their women's world title just to fight people not contract. Yeah, help me understand. Why is Monet on the show? She's been doing a lot of media interviews because Monet knows that if the more she gets in the ring, the more she gets exposed. That's the truth. Dear Sasha Banks, dear Mercedes Monet, stay away from the ring. Because every time you step in that ring with a microphone or with your ring gear on, you prove to everybody that watches that you ain't worth shit, that you bring nothing to the table, that you're overpriced, overpaid, overhyped, and just downright bad. You come off fake, pretentious, phony, and you deliver nothing to the program. You haven't drawn flies. You haven't increased the audience. Nobody gives a flying fuck about you, and you think you're fucking great. And you just squawk off your mouth. I think this, and I think that. You are not good. You're not good at anything. Go away. And that's my opinion on Monet. Monet, to me, is just like Chris Jericho. Just useless. and brings nothing to this company. I know, Damien, you love her. I don't care. She sucks. And the biggest reason she sucks is she runs her mouth and then sucks. And she's getting exposed. And I said before she came to AEW, she'd get exposed because she don't have Charlotte Flair and Bayley and Becky and people like that to carry her through matches. The reason why WWE wouldn't keep the title on her, she sucks. She can't cut a promo. She thinks she's a superstar, and she's not. She's not. And just because you're related to Snoop don't mean you're shit. But you keep running your fucking mouth, and it's fucking brutal. One of the most pretentious, horrible fucking people in wrestling. It's awful. And again, maybe she's just busy with Okada, and that's why she's not around. That's the rumor. Just a rumor, folks. I didn't report it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I didn't have Jericho to shit on this week, so Monet taking the wrath. Liv Morgan is better than Monet by miles. Miles. A better actress, better looking, better attitude, better worker. Philip! This has been, it's been fucking awful. Fucking awful. We have not had 10 good Dynamites in 2024. It's almost October. I'm here every Wednesday. Every fucking Wednesday I'm here. We have not had 10 good ones yet. Brian putting over Darby at Wrestle Dream is a bigger payoff for Brian versus Moxley, especially with Brian on his way out. I thought Brian would put someone like Darby over because Darby kind of reminds Brian of Darby, or Darby reminds, you got me. But then again, Moxley's been a flag bearer for this company for so long. Do they chicken out? Were they thinking Darby and then went, oh shit, maybe we should go Mox? Yeah, that's it right there. She just runs her mouth and then sucks. That's it, MDB. That quote me. I did say some shit. I miss Jay White. I miss Jay White. I agree. He's so good. Thank you. You're average at best. Yeah. And that's what irritates me. It's not like she goes on interviews and she's like, I love wrestling, blah, 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 blah. And like she talks about her craft. And like I try, and I'm a professional and da-da-da-da. Great. But it's just this pretentious, like just oozing with this arrogance that she hasn't earned. You're fucking nobody. You are fucking terrible. Snoop Dogg's shoes are more famous than you are. Wow, you were in the fucking Mandalorian. Great. High five. Yes, that's actually a good point, Mr. Noob. That actually set my mind. They got in a fight in the cruise, and then they got in a screaming match at a hotel. That's interesting. Bad booking sums up tonight. Who wouldn't cheer when you see Mina? Are you blind? Yeah, right? Come on now. Again, Mina has more talent than Sasha Banks. Mariah May, more talent than Sasha Banks. Tony Storm. You want the list to go on? Serena Deeb, Deonna Purrazzo, Taya Valkyrie, Athena, Billy Starks, Cheetah, who just lost to Monet in one of the fucking worst matches. Even Meltzer won't give this lady fucking 3 stars. The fuck are we doing? Fuck, and killing me with this shit. Yes, by the way, Darby is taking a beating, but right now, springboard splash, 2-2, slides into, got a wrist lock. Darby takes a beating like no other. I like Darby. No Jericho, you get bonus points for that. As mad as I am at how boring this Grand Slam has been, you get a bonus point for fucking no Jericho. MVP over Don Callis, 150%. Don Callis was one of the worst parts of this show and shouldn't be there. This match is pretty rough. Physical, RM. And this is like a Moxley. This is a perfect match for Moxley. It's a smaller guy that he can just beat the shit out of and throw around. Darby fights from under. Moxley flicks him off. And at least in this case, Moxley's no selling almost makes a little bit of sense because it's a little guy swinging at him. So he doesn't have to sell. And we all know that Moxley does not like to sell. The Mox spot. NXT CW will get better ratings. We'll find out. We'll find out. They better pick their fucking socks up. Darby's dead. I hope not. As Miss Roddy Strong ripping back the mat. So we're going hardcore. I thought this was like a straight up one-on-one match. No, like, wow, they are fucking Shafir is just dismantling this. Jesus Christ. Darby! Somebody tell Darby to grapple with Moxley. He can't do it. Take him down. Moxley for the win. Did I close that? Yeah, I did. Mox and Darby will get hurt. I hope not. KJ, I think this match sets up a slow turning of Darby into a bad guy no matter the outcome because he only believes he's I don't know, man. I don't know. Brian putting over Darby at Wrestle Dream is a bigger payoff. Yeah. Yeah, no, I already clicked on that one, but I do agree. KJ, Sasha was only good because she had people to carry her. That's why she had so many title wins and no title defenses. To be honest, I haven't missed Mercedes. Good wrestler. Not that good. But, Darby on the wood. Saddening, bad promos, bad match builds, and mid-card matches. Yeah. And look at, again, people can talk shit all they want. Look at NXT alone. Look how NXT went off the air last night. Bakur. Sorry, Moxley pounding on the mat. Bakur, Roxy, and Julia. Just those three alone. Not to count all the other talent they already got there. It's scary times. I respect Mercedes more than I respect Charlotte. That's disappointing. I have no respect. None. Zero respect for Mercedes. KJ, tell me how you really feel. Even that, they had to pipe in a fucking chant that nobody chants. Embarrassing. Yeah. There you go. Y'all clip it and send it to her. She's not even really. I know. I don't know. I just know what she talks out of her ass. I'm having trouble trading my Monet because no one wants it. MVB. Again, Alex, I don't mind MVB kind of coming out and being the blaze the trail, right? Set the groundwork. I'm okay with that. And we don't know if Bobby is in or out. We're going to assume now, but MVP coming out and kind of maybe Swerve and MVP have a face off, and Swerve's like, I will never be involved with you, blah, 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 blah. And then Bobby shows up to beat up Swerve. Maybe Bobby and Swerve can do some business against each other. That I could see. Moxley hits the buckle, gets rolled up, 2-2-2. I don't care about Charlotte. Why? Why don't, do you want the list of things that Charlotte can do better than Sasha? She's athletic. She's a better heel. She's not a great promo, so I will give you that. But overall, in ring, second to none. She is outstanding. Mercedes is just there for that's 100%. That's all this was. And she couldn't get it from the dub. The WWE was not going to pay her above her value. And she went, oh. So now she acts like, oh, I'd never go back to the WWE. It's like the girl that you broke up with saying, I would never date him. Bitch, I dumped you. I said no. Why are you giving me a hard time? Why are you acting like you walked away? And again, well, I walked out, but you could have gone back and you wanted the money that they wouldn't give you. So you got a money mark to do it for you. Darby is, this is gross. In the Bulldog choke. Bowman, don't go out like this. Bleeding from the mouth. I read the original plan was to have Darby go over and take the belt off Ryan, but then Mox pitched. Yeah, that's why none of the booking made sense. I believe that. Darby's still alive. Darby, that's what Darby does so well. Darby does give me like old school Shawn Michael vibe in that way, where Michaels was smaller than all the other guys. And then you watch them get beat up by Vader. You watch them get beat up by Sid, by Nash. You name it, they kicked the shit out of Michaels. But then he found a way to win. He hyped up. He got energized. He threw the flying forearm. Eventually hit a super kick and it was out. That's what I think Darby has in him. Why is there a 10 count? No, I don't believe this is a no DQ match. Am I wrong? I don't think this is no DQ. Sick of the hate. Well, tell her to be better. The reason she gets the hate is she's an asshole. That's the truth, Damien. And I know you love her just as much as my buddy 316 loves Liv. My biggest problem with Mercedes is she's an asshole in real life, not kayfabe. She's just an asshole. She runs her mouth and then sucks. If you're going to run your mouth, do good. At least back it up. And she doesn't. You name me one good match she had since she signed with AEW. I'll wait. And oh my God, Jon Moxley destroys Darby Allin. Ladies and gentlemen, your new number one contender in a good match. Oh, yeah. Darby sells his ass off. Poor Darby. Poor Darby. Remember, isn't Darby from like Seattle-ish? And now he doesn't even get the match. Best part of tonight is MVP surprise. You're right. I can't think of 10 good Dynamites. I can't. I'm not. Listen, go back through. I'm here every fucking Wednesday. Just, it's fucked. Wait, we got company. Danielson. So we thought, so Danielson's choking Moxley. Shafir jumping on Danielson. Darby loses. Poor Darby. Poor fucking Darby. So Danielson being choked by Shafir. Claudio's here. Pac is here. So Claudio and Pac were at Grand Slam just to hang out in the behind the curtains? Was it a glory hole? What the fuck were they doing there? We didn't see them the whole fucking show. Private party. Really? No, I like the match. See, I defend AEW. I thought the match was good. Poor Darby. Poor Darby. Darby done dirty. Danielson going for the psycho knee and Mina saving Moxley for another day. Solid main event. I will give you that. But Darby buried. Are we going to have a fucking... Danielson is declaring war and his backup is Private Party and... Who? Alex Abrahantes in the ring. Here comes the money. Nope, not tonight. Grand. Nothing. Nothing, Carlos, is the answer. KJ, this show was a 10 out of 10. Tonight, great show. Mike, are you just trying to make me mad? Or are you really that high? Yeah, it was a tie. Who else is there? Who's the dude in green? Is that Commander? Really? Danielson's backup is Private Party and fucking Commander. That's your babyface stable. It's okay. I'll wait. Y'all let me know if I'm fucked. Darby should have. Yeah, man. Poor Darby should have turned on Sting. It would have been great if Darby retired Sting and pole vaulted him. Never happened. Darby gets a chance to get a title shot. Doesn't happen. Darby could go after the title in Washington. Not happening. Poor fucking Darby. This show sucks. Remember 2 hours ago when I said, hi, everybody? There's going to be a fun one. Let's go. I've been doing it for 50 weeks now. Bryan Danielson celebrating. We got another final countdown. I wonder if you got paid twice for playing it twice, or do you get it for the full night? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this looks like it's going to be the end of Grand Slam here tonight. Get your ratings out of 10 in. I will stick around for a little bit and wind down and review. Let me know what you did like. Don't just tell me it was great. Tell me what was great about it. Don't tell me you hated it. Tell me what you hated about it. Let's talk about it because, I mean, shit, I kind of wish we had Hangman and Double J on this show tonight. Don't you guys? Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. The fuck are we doing? All right. Wood. Yeah, all the wood. I got that one. And I agree with this kid. I think that was the plan. But again, where does the booker come into play? When does the booker say this is the vision? The captain of the ship has to steer the ship. And if this guy's letting everyone play with his wheel, you see what we get. Fucking catastrophe. Darby taking a beating. He so did. Normal match, 5-0, 5-0. Darby homeless. Yeah. All right, 5-0. Let's get to some of these ratings. 1 out of 10. Holy shit. Somebody please check on Michael. This show sucks. Good night, Charles. Good night. Remember, folks, the wrestling might suck. We never do. 5 out of 10. Football fuckery, 2 out of 10. Holy shit. Yeah, are you implying that they're going to do another Anarchy in the Arena kind of thing? Shane will show up next pay-per-view. Eric, are we just going to do this? Like maybe he'll be there Saturday. Maybe he'll be here next week. I don't believe Shane McMahon is coming. I don't. Prove me wrong. I want it. But I think this is a conflated story by people within AEW and people that sympathize with AEW, like a Meltzer, to generate interest in the show. Maybe if people tune in to see if Shane actually does show up. I don't believe he's actually coming. Another interesting who cares about MVP. It was really flat how they introduced him. Justice for Darby. Yes, let's go. 7 out of 10. 7. 7's high. 7's high. 7's high. KJ, I'm predicting that Darby turns Russell Dan, help Moxley become champ. Turns at Wrestle Dream. Yeah, but he just got his ass fucking handed to him. BCC is definitely divided, Chris. Absolutely. 7 out of 10. That's crazy. 5.5. If that show was 7 out of 10, last night's show was 34 out of 10. 55. 5.5 out of 10. 2 out of 10. John Moxley versus Danielson official for Wrestle Dream. Yep. 2.4 says Lisa. 7.5 says 4 out of 10. 3 great matches. 7.5 is too high, my guy. Come on. We honestly, what standards are we living by here? 3 great matches? What 3? The opening match was garbage. In any world, that was a bad match. An unentertaining match. The Bucks match was fun, even though they fucked up the ending. I'll ignore it. I'll give you that. The main event was fun. Yeah. I can't go with you there. I can't go to 7. All the matches were good. Tonight, all the matches were good. Oh, fuck. I guess I have no clue what I'm talking about. 2 out of 10, 7.5, but I'd expect that from Robert. 6 out of 10, tag match and main event were great. Kind of slow opener. Everything else was meh. Yeah. They should have called this show Grand Nothing. 2 out of 10. Daniel and the Job Squad. So Grand Slam is on Collision too. Yeah, it's Saturday night Grand Slam Collision because they just tape it on the same night. So instead of changing the banners, they just keep taping and they're good to go. I don't think it's live on Saturday. I could be wrong. I love Nigel McGuinness sissy slap on TV. Yeah, it was fucking horrible. Private Party is interfering. Yeah, again, Danielson's backup is Private Party and fucking Commander. I think Darby is turning. I got that one. It didn't make sense the last time I read it. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. That's generous. 6 out of 10. Better. -3 might be a little low. 5. Fine. Dynamite. Sober. 5 out of 10. Dynamite high and good green. 8 out of 10. Fair. 0 out of 10. Guys, listen. I just can't dumb myself down enough to say big bulks of that were good. There were so many flaws in this show tonight. 0 out of 10. When music is a thing that gets you over. 6.5. 3. What's the final letdown for me? 2 out of 10. 3.5 out of 10. I got to think about it. 4.5. I might be in that range. 0 to 10. They hyped the fuck out of Grand Slam and it flopped hard. Give me Darby turning. Danielson yelling, I declare war, is like Michael Scott's, I declare bankruptcy. There you go. Good to see you, Big Nick. I hate it because I'm a WWE shill. Fair enough. All right. What else we got? Is 8 3/5. I don't even know. My total 8 out of 10. That's pretty fair. No, 4 out of 10. I read what I read is confirmed, and the egos have bled this dry. Yeah, the inner AEW is killing itself, guys. I've watched from day one. AEW isn't what it's supposed to be. It was the refuge for people that weren't getting booked well, the guys that were going to show us the real talent. And the real talent on this show are being held back and they're MIA so that people that Tony liked more on a personal level can get all the TV time. And that's it. It's killing this program. AEW fans, 10 out of 10, me, 5. Can I go 5 tonight? I don't know. I might go 4.5 just to be a dick. Good night. Ricochet might win next week because of Callis. I don't know. That'd be weird. Yeah, tonight was shit. Tonight was really shit. And to those out there that gave it high marks, that's fair. I'm not telling you to think like me. I was not entertained by this show. Opening match really disappointed me. You know, all this year, all this time in the making, that match should have been better. Should have been better. The bad elbows by Nigel, the blatantly horrible elbows, the blatantly horrible slaps. It was bad, guys. Bad. Just pretend WWE put on that show. What would you think about it? Let's be real. Let's be honest. I give them a mark for... I give them a half a mark for No Jericho. I give them a mark, 2 marks for the main event. I give them a mark and a half for the tag match because they fucked up the ending, but it was a really fun match. FTW match sucked. It was boring. Mariah May's match wasn't good. The aftermath was bad. Pac was hanging out in the curtains for some reason. It was weird. Yeah, fuck it. No, I don't even know where. But is Tony offering... Where am I going to go with that? Is Tony offering money to fans who don't badmouth AEW? Yeah, I don't get it. Like, and maybe I'm crazy. What's up, Blaze? Been a minute. Very lackluster show, 4 out of 10. Yeah, I think I'm there. Everybody in the chat tonight was talking about Vince Doc, then Dynamite tonight. Again, ear test is 1. 2, if we are focused on the show and a little quieter, it means the show's good. It sucks. Who said that homeless remark? Have some decorum. Out of country is struggling right now. Let's not get too serious. It is what it is. I agree, man. I'm not trying to convince you or sway you. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with what I got. And again, if you liked it, great. Like I said, I'm never trying to convince somebody of my opinion. I can only tell you what I see. And for my money tonight was very unamusing. Deb and DMD next week. All right. That's fun. I really think AEW stopped caring when they started the Forbidden Door gimmick. I don't know that they don't care, though. I think they care a lot. I just don't think they know any better. I think they think this is good. Grand Slam 2024 equals December to Dismember. Vince Doc, better watch. Nigel. All right, last call in the chat, folks. I'm shutting it down and going to bed. But I'm going to give it 4.5 tonight. To me, it's not a passing grade. You can't get that. You can't get, I can't give the 50. I want to, but they keep flunking. There's too many flaws, too many story holes that don't make sense. I said glory holes and story holes tonight. Figure that one out. Nigel and Brian match didn't interest me at all. It was a snoozer. It was fucking putrid. It's unfortunate. Mark for being untelevised on cable. I mean, come on, they need all the ratings they can get. KJ, I'll explain to you why I believe Darby is turning in the next pay-per-view because it feels that Tony is giving Moxley the title shot. And it's Tony Way. Yeah, but if Moxley gets the title shot, Darby turning, you'd have to turn on Danielson? And is that how Danielson goes out? I don't know. Bonus points for No Monet. There you go. There you go. That's true. Which is funny because Vince Doc wasn't even trending on Twitter. Vince Doc wasn't that good. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We're here twice, as you can see on the screen. 2:30 and 8 p.m. We're going to do part 1, first 3 episodes, and part 2, the back 3 episodes. Again, if you want to get a good history of WWE, it's a fun watch. You might learn some things that maybe you didn't know. To me, they sold it on and like, oh my God, controversy. And it was just basically shit we already knew. 83 weeks, the territories. That's it. There wasn't all deepness. And that's why I believe John Moxley's group. I don't know. It's weird. And again, how badass does John Moxley's group look if they're going up against Danielson with Private Party and Commander? You don't have anyone better in your company that can help Danielson? Nobody? Commander and Private Party? Come on, guys. There you go. This was supposed to be there. Thank you so much, MDB. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to head towards the door. Dynamite and the best it could offer. The Collision lineup is better. I'm hoping Collision is better. I didn't say that man's name once, but yeah, sure. A wonderful night, everybody. And of course, may the blunt be with you and also with you, sir. 120 likes. I appreciate that, MDB. I appreciate everybody. We still got 100 people listening to me rant and rave about how mad I am. AEW has been dead since Sting left. I cannot think of 10 really great Dynamites this year. I can't. Hayter versus Saraya might be a better match. Hayter comes back and gets buried. And they're going to do a Saraya rules match, which I think that's a 2-on-1 match. I don't know. Are you interested in Ricochet Ospreay? I am, but I want to build. Don't just take these two guys and throw them in the ring. Build it. Only good thing was no Jericho. 4 out of 10. Have a great night. KJ, we need TNA live stream. Can't do it. We get better numbers on doing other stuff. So, Denisha, we from time to time we'll check in on TNA, but it is what it is. But we'll let you know. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this is my time. That was the show. Don't forget, like I said, we are here twice tomorrow. We're going to cover some Vince. We got SmackDown. We got Collision. We got so much more coming. A bunch of pay-per-views. A bunch of fun stuff. Making a mess. But other than that, don't forget to check us out on social media. Click, like, share, subscribe. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Thank you for being a part of the fun. Thank you for being a part of the show. It was a slam. I don't know if it was grand. But until tomorrow, I'll see you on the flip side. Good night.